The valley swarmed with Dantinis as they captured Gubu after Gubu and threw them into cages. Dante watched it all, laughing his horrible laugh. King Rufus knew he had to save Croc. He tail-swiped the gong that sat at the center of the village, and it rang, summoning Beanie the bird. She appeared immediately, and King Rufus instructed her to whisk Croc away to safety. Rufus looked at Croc. "You're our only hope." Before he could say anything, Beanie spirited away Croc in a shower of magical sparklies, just as Baron Dante snatched up the king in his iron hand. Welcome back to Let's Play Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. Lights, camera, camel, action! With World 3, the Desert Worlds. So this is where the game actually gets started, I suppose. The first two worlds were a little bit more of a warm-up, with World 2 being more a test in patience with the ice. Now it's time for the platforming in this game to actually become a little bit more difficult. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. And this is our first official introduction to the hopping Dantini enemies, because the only time we saw them was in a World 1 secret area. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We have our new liquid, I suppose, for this world. Instead of lava or freezing water, we have this really disgusting looking brown stuff. I want to say it's tar, but I'm not entirely sure. In terms of Croc and being what he is, I suppose tar would actually fit? But honestly, I have no clue. Well, now that we have the gold key, we can head on our way, and you can see that there's actually markings here, but what purpose they serve? Pretty much none. But it's interesting detail, as the camera does not like me. Okay, I think I'm good now. Now, one thing I really enjoy about World 3 to get right off the bat is the music is fantastic. Apart from the variances in the music that we've heard before, like in terms of caves, like this one is a variance. I guess what would be the term to describe the desert music? I guess spicier? I don't know, I'm not really that in-depth with music of the particular genre I'm thinking of. The word that comes to mind is mandolin. But now that we have a silver key, we can go back and get that Gubu in the cage, and this is what the balloon is for. Get over here. Thank you. And now we just have to repeat the entire room once more and then go through the door. So, fun fact time as we're heading into this room, we have jellies here. I want to talk about the jellies. You can see that the jellies here are kind of transparent, but in the Sega Saturn version they were solid. Now what I'm going to do is actually stomp on this 3 times. Why? A bonus area, why else? Now, back when I played this for the first time, I actually found this area by accident, because I wasn't really good at timing and jumping, so instead of getting like a higher jump off the jellies, which you can do when you immediately come off of a jelly, instead my timing was off and I just stomped on it 3 times and accidentally found this area. Not like it's a bad thing, I'm just saying that look what accidents get you sometimes. Sometimes good things. and the camera doesn't know what to do when you hit those. But anyway, I was talking about the jellies. In the Sega Saturn version, the jellies are solid because the console didn't really handle transparency well. In the PlayStation version, in the PC version, they're transparent as you see here now. Additionally, Croc's shadow is roughly the same in situation. Now I gotta go over here and now smash the 3 boxes. Or... oh, shoot. Oh, okay, I'm good. Usually I can't recover. His shadow, the little tiny circle under his legs, is transparent in both the PlayStation and PC versions. However, the Saturn version, since it can't handle transparency well, or shadows for that matter, instead handles a shadow as being a bit dithered. And by dithered, I mean that it kind of makes checkered pattern, trying to fake shadowing. So instead of its transparency, like here we have a box right on top of me, just believe me, because there is a box over there. Instead of a shadow like this, it would be a checker pattern between black dots and white spaces, which would be covered by the ground that we're standing on. Now, instead of there being a camel in this level, there's an elephant, and the elephant, if you're not prepared for it, can really trip you up. To me, it feels a bit sporadic in terms of his movements because he just goes completely insane. You can be thrown off by him if you're not on the right spot. It's just really annoying. But the reason we're here is because now that we have platforms on here, so now we get on him. They did great detail on his ears, but on nothing else. It really looks like him being shifted, and really, if you're wanting to be safe and paranoid, you would move, and if you move, then you would just die. Now, normally I would just stomp them and go right to the ground, but sometimes I hit the slope there, and I don't want to hit the slope at all. Now, in the Saturn version, Croc Shadowed is dithered, like I said. However, this is only during the gameplay, during the levels. In the cutscenes that he's shown in, like the intro or the boss cutscenes, the shadow is solid. Okay, now for the special rooms. Every colored gem door has one of these, and these suck. I'm just gonna save that right now. All of these consist of these ghost races. You have to race the ghost down a linear corridor of challenges, grabbing crystals as you go, and I'm gonna lose, no! And you're all racing to the end in order to get a key. Oh boy. Well, yeah, now I don't have the key, so I can't free him. And if you die, you can't start over. So you have to start the entire level over. So I'll be right back. I almost didn't get that! Wow, yeah, always, I really have no strategy. You just have to be perfect in order to get that key. And that gives us 6! Sometimes it's good to skip corners, although sometimes if you're not good at that, I just, it really takes practice. That's why these places suck. Alright, next up is Mud Pit Mania. Oh, that's what they're called. They're not tar, it's mud. It looks like tar, it's really disgusting. Oh well. Alright, one thing I really do not like about this level is that, I don't really remember much about it. So this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I think what I need to do is, yeah, over here, key. But hey, there's mummies in this level. And I believe they're actually called mummies. Compared to a lot of other enemies in the game, which are, well, in other games that I should not have done that at all. Easy, easy, easy. I'm being impatient. Hit the button, Croc. Hit the button. Thank you. Camera is glorious and horrible at the same time. Give me the Gobbos. I know it's in here. Thank you. Yeah, this level I don't really remember much. Maybe it's because it's not memorable, or do I still have the... I do. Okay, I have no business being up there. Let's get going. And now we begin the wonderful arduousness of... I can't see 5 feet in front of me. I really don't like this because it's really just fumbling in the dark. And although it's aesthetically pleasing, and I hate these slopes, why? I am no good with slopes. Especially in this world, because either you're on a platform or you're on a slope sliding towards your death. And that's never good. Yes, I wanted to go back that way before we head on to the main-ish path. I think another thing about this level is that there was a lot of diverging paths, and I really had no idea where I was going. Go up here onto the monkey bars, which apparently they are called. I had no childhood when I was younger or at school with a playground with monkey bars. Probably it's because the fat kid broke them and bent them. I'm just making conversation. Anyways, we don't want to go in there yet, and we don't want to be picked up by the whirlwind and thrown across the area and probably into the mud tar pit and die. So, I think I want to just go in here. Yes, I do. This is a single room, and I love single rooms. And while I'm here, I might as well talk about the music from World to World. You may have noticed that while you're listening to this, it kind of sounds like there's new music. Not true. All of the music has its variances. They have like a tiny bit of different tunes, but beyond that, they are pretty much the same in their base structure. Like, this is one of the cave songs from World 1. You can kind of tell from, like, World 1 was the template music, I kind of call it. The World 2 was almost the same kind of music, except for the fact that there was bells and chimes kind of going into the winter snow environment. In World 3, you kind of see a bit more of like the spiciness of the soundtrack with its I don't know what to call it, Mexican kind of roots, mandolin. The only word that comes into my mind is mandolin. Where are you, whirlwind? I don't want to get hit by you, and that's why I went. Slope! Slopes! Slopes are bad. In we go. Now, one thing I don't understand is why is there swimming? That's another thing about this world that boggles my mind. There's kind of swimming where it shouldn't be. And electrical fields. I want that crystal. I want the crystal. Because it's called the crystal. I gotta remember. I'm gonna start hitting myself whenever I say gem instead of crystal. Now I have to get rid of Trident Guy in order to get key behind him, and then get the heck out of here. Oh, that's one thing I didn't notice. I can sidestep in water. Maybe because it's absolutely useless. Anyway, hammerhead shark. Ah! Get rid of the hammerheads. I do not want hammerheads in my game. I think there's only that one, or if there's another one, it's... Oh, maybe it's in this world. I don't know. Let me get these crystals. And then we get out of water, please. I like the water music because it's atmospheric, but I don't like water, especially in this game, because the controls kind of don't work. And now for a new gimmick. Not only could we not see ourselves, and here's the life, not only could we not see ourselves in 5 feet in front of our face, but now we can't see ourselves 2 feet in front of our face, and that's what these lanterns are for. Lanterns are timed objects that you collect, and that almost was horrible, because they run out after a fixed period of time in which you have to collect another one, in order to continue. What I want to do is pick up this one, because it's yellow. Screw the life, because I really do not care about the life. And now for Ghost Run number 2. This is not gonna be good. I really hate that you have to be, like, precise in your platforming. Otherwise, you're boned. And if you get too far away from the ghost, he makes the ghost woo sound and goes faster than you. And really, that's just jerkish. I really hate that they decided to put that in. Even though this ghost turned out to be fairly easy. Easier than the last one, I will tell you. And now we can pick up the 6th Gobbos and wait for our platforms to come back. And get the heck out of here. But yeah, if it wasn't enough that we were heading into a mud pit, now we're going underground for level 3. Well, so much for the desert cave-ish areas. Now we're back in regular cave areas. Personally, this trips me up as well. I can't get that yet. There's a button over here, though. Let's go hit that button. And a box in the middle of nowhere. Again, I need to play... Honestly, World 3, I really don't like World 3, as I hope I've made clear. And there we go. But I really need to know these levels a bit more. And I believe because we're in these cave areas, the music has actually gone back to World 1 areas. I like that the 2 doors are here. It pretty much means, hey, there's a room, a single room that you can do. So let's do it. I think this is a horrible idea. Why are there wooden planks in front of the top of lava? that doesn't make much sense. But anyway, I've been stingy on facts. As Croc says with Yezo. Yezo? I believe it's Yezo. Or Kazum, or Yezo. Shazam. Or Wahey! There we go. Pretty much all I'm doing right now is just showing off the sound clips for the Stomp attack. The Tail Swipe also has 4 sound clips. Kerpow, Kersplat, Kerboof, and Honzoof. Never use these in public, I will say. Shazam! Unless you want to be a magician, maybe some kids will enjoy it. I have no idea. But now we have to get that gold key all the way on the other side, and we have nice platform slots. Really, why? We have these. Oh well. It's not like they're difficult. It's just that they're timed weird. Can I make it? I'm being risky today. There we go. Alright, got the gold key, so now we can make progress by backtracking. I don't know why the button's back, though. Well, maybe that's why, because the platform's gone, or the room resets? I really just don't know why. As we can... Yeah, we can see the other side of the room through the door. Yay, graphics. Oh, yay. This challenge room. Alright, so... This is a nice little room for 1 Gobbos. And 1 Gobbos only. The goal is that we have 4 tiny little platforms, wood plank platforms, and we have a button here. And we also have the 360 movable platform. I'm gonna say nuts to that platform and die. But anyway, the goal is that these buttons are set on a timer. You have to go to the button in question, hit the button, and then get to the next button before the time runs out. The timer resets after every button is... after the buttons are pressed. And then the platform is accessible. Now, one thing I should mention about Croc is it's more about a sidestep move. I don't see it, but it's on my list of facts, so I might as well show it. And when Croc sidesteps to the left, what it's noticed is he kind of drags his right foot, but you don't really see it when he sidesteps to the right. If you see it, fine, but I don't. More water, going underground and going underwater. This was not part of the deal. However, we have a box and 2 trident guys. I think it's after this world that there's no more swimming sections, except for... or maybe there's one. Maybe there's one. And we're still missing the blue colored gem. You really think they would put... Crystal! Ow. Said it was gonna do it. Where'd that... oh, there's the platform. It goes this way instead of that way. I go this way, you go that way. However, there is a Gobbos over here. And a jumpy dude, and I'm having none of his crap. Level also not having anything with Gobbos either. Come on. Come on, Croc. Yeah, I'm really gonna start hitting myself when I say gem. Because it's not what this game has. I really... Yeah, you do your jump thing, dude. But the problem is that that platform at the top really is not good for, hitting those monkey bars. However, it's the only platform that is high enough in order to reach it. Which is really, which makes it very temperamental. Very persnickety, very much a pain in my butt. Especially when I can't time it correctly. Maybe I need more wahey. Because, maybe I can do it. Yes, I can! Haha! Maybe I can show off his little gizmo as well. And I fall off. So that's what he does. Nothing really special, but it can be a little bit annoying if you're unlucky. Oh man, okay, I have all of these. I still have a ghost run to do, though. That's not fun. It's not fun at all. I'm losing it. I'm seriously losing it. Yeah, woo to you too, you piece of crap. This is not a good start. Or... what? Ghost, where are you? Huh? Where are you, ghosty dude? I kinda just... screwed you hardcore. You're over there, I hear you. There you are, buddy! Normally you can't do that. I'm absolutely certain you cannot do that. Mainly because I believe you have to go the entire circuit of crystals in order for the key to appear, so you can't cut in extreme corners. Apparently that's not the case. Oh well, good for me. I can leave quicker. Hey, it gets me across the world faster. But that's gonna be it. Next time we take on the first boss of World 3 in the Deadly Tank of Neptuna. Does this mean that it's going to be an underwater boss battle? God, I hope not. See you next time, everyone.